All right, hello everybody. Welcome to today's video. This is going to be an interesting one. Mom said, "Hey, I have an idea for something for part of the video, so come over, check it out, and yeah, we're gonna go see what's going on, and I'll check back in with you in a second." Okay.
Okay, so
what's going on?
So I had an idea. I've actually had it for a while, and I saved it. So I found these things. They're like, I'm just gonna show you. So it's a little dude, right? But it
Is that Jensen Ackles from
Yeah.
Supernatural?
yes.
It looks like a little Minecraft character.
Yeah. So he's wearing a little leather jacket and the whole 9 yards, right? So
Show that.
I don't know how well you can see that, but we'll put a picture in if it doesn't show up well. But anyway, so I had a whole bunch of these, and so I saved the websites. I've had them for a while, and I thought it would be something fun to make. So literally, it's just a piece of cardstock, and you cut it out, and they literally they pop together.
Oh, okay.
So they just slide into, hold on, I got to put my glasses back on so I could see the little slits. But see, there's little slits in there. So then the little parts that stick out just slide in. So you don't need to tape them. There's no glue, no tape, no nothing. They just pop together.
So we're going to be making the supernatural characters?
No, actually, I had another idea. So I had the thought that we could make, I have the Beatles. So I have,
the cartoon Paul McCartney.
and all of them.
Oh, you got all of them. Okay.
Yeah. So I have all of them because I thought that would be kind of neat for your shelf behind you.
Yeah.
So we don't have to make them all today, but I thought it would be fun if I showed you how to do it, and then you could make them, you know, to show. And then I also I found Buffy. Oops. And she's even got Mr. Pointy. So I thought that was kind of neat. But then I found the one that I thought you might get a laugh out of and somebody else might really enjoy. Nope, not that one. Oh, well, this one too. This one is...
That's the Dharma Initiative.
It is.
From Lost.
Yeah, so it's a little like Minecraft because there's a little picture of it up here. There's a little, it's a little like Minecraft initiative, but that's not the one. This is the one.
Oh, it's Marvin the Martian.
It's Marvin the Martian. So I thought that one might be fun to make.
Yeah.
Okay, so what you do is this is a game for another day. Let's put that aside. All right. Okay.
Okay, so what one are we doing first?
You decide. So they're all here. You could pick what you would like to do.
I feel like I have to do one of these because it goes along with the things
The podcast.
that. Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
I did get out tape because I actually when I put this one together, I cut the tab a little too thin, and so it pops open. So you can tape them if you want. You could use a little bit of glue. I watched some tutorials online, and they glued them, and I thought, why? That's not the way that they're made. They're literally made to have. They just have little tabs, and they just pop together. So I thought it would be fun to make them so they don't have to have all the little bits and trying to glue little thingies in there and whatnot.
Okay.
So which one would you like to do?
Well, either one of these two.
All right, we'll pick one, and then you can do one, and if you want, I can work on the same one with you, or I can work on a different one.
So I've picked. You pick. Just pick.
Well,
one.
I already made one.
Just pick one.
Do you want me to work on one with you?
No, we're gonna do one together because I want to make sure I don't screw it up.
Okay, so let's do Buffy because I'm on the Buffy show.
Okay.
So we're gonna take. So there's a pair of scissors. There's a pair of scissors, and then we need. So if you look on this one, see the slits?
Yes.
So there you have to cut the slits, and even at the edges of the head, there's little slits where the pieces fit in.
Yes.
So we're going to need the little tiny scissors for those, but we can use the big scissors for the other things.
Okay.
Okay, so first what we'll do is we'll get them, what I realized I should have done when I did that one, which is kind of why I wanted to do it first, is what I should have done is cut the slits first before I cut them out, because then you're not trying to cut, so there's like a little slit here, you know what I mean? And so you're not trying to cut the little tiny bits out while it's floppy.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like,
yes, I understand.
no, so I'm just going to show you this piece here, right?
I get what you're saying, though.
But so it's a little tiny tab. See, it's a little tiny tab. And then you're trying to cut that little tiny slit when it's only that thin piece of paper.
Yeah.
So like right here, you could just take under this paper on the table, I put a piece of cardboard so that if we accidentally poke through, we're not poking the table.
Okay.
Okay. So then what I would suggest is just taking the scissors and cut through the little tabby bits first.
Okay.
All right. So do we want to show all the cutouts, or do we want to just skip to the good part once these are all cut out?
We'll just go ahead. We'll just keep rolling.
Yeah. Okay. So then, do you want to do the little slit parts?
No.
Well, you're going to end up doing your own. So I'll do a couple and then you do some.
Yes.
Okay. So what I did when I did them, when I did mine, is I poked a hole through, and then I just snipped. If you had an X-Acto knife, this would make things much easier. But like, it's those little tiny itty bitty bits, you know, like here, you would just poke in here. Come on. Sure you would. There we go. Like I said, if you had an X-Acto knife, you would just slice it with an X-Acto knife. It would probably be easier to cut them out with an X-Acto knife, but we don't have one. So, and this makes it more accessible to everybody who doesn't have all the the fancy little bits and things that, you know, crafters have. And these scissors are just like little manicure scissors, which most people have in their house. And then like there's slits here and here, where the bits pop into.
Yeah.
So you're going to do those as well. So while I have the blade open, I'm just going to poke a hole in each of those places so that when I go to cut it, there's a little starting spot.
Up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
little bits of things. Okay, so then you just go back. Nope, you didn't do those. You missed something. And then you just go back and you just put the scissors in and you just trim to this end and trim to this end. And the thing is, they have little tiny tabs. So if you accidentally cut a tab off, you can always tape it, because, you know, that works too. Because I know you're going to be, later on, you're going to be going, oh my gosh, these little itty bits. And am I going to be able to do this? Yes, you can. Most certainly can. All right, so this one is all done. This one is already cut through. It doesn't have too many pieces. They're just, sometimes they're a little bit fiddly, like the arms, trying to get them assembled the way that they need to go, because they fold inside and inside and inside, and then to be able to get them stuffed in at the same time as you have to fold the other bits is interesting.
Okay.
Know? So you got to watch that. Sometimes it's almost like you need an extra hand, but you don't, because I did it myself yesterday. So that one's all done. That's done. I think it's neat that they have the hair here that cuts. You're going to cut that out later too, so she's got a little bit of fluffy hair at the back of her head, you know, where her hair dangles down. And most of them are not actual printed faces like the Dean Winchester character.
They're more cartoon.
They're more cartoon like this, yes.
Just as a thought, let us know if you like the fact that we're doing some of these more crafty things. We did the puzzle not too long ago. Since spring is springing, having been sprung, we are planning on going out and doing some more road trips and things like that. So definitely let us know what your favorite stuff is that we do here on the channel. Let us know in the comments below.
We also plan to do a little bit of games and things, because it's going to be rainy weather, and so, you know, we get bored, kids get bored,
yeah,
and it's something, you know, something fun that you can do while you're still in the house. The crafting is fun to do while you're stuck in the house, but sometimes it's fun to do some of the other bits too, you know. Back's gonna look like. I think that's all of our cuts that we needed to make. Okay. So now what seemed to be the easiest when I was doing it yesterday was to cut out each section and then go in and get the little bits. So sorry. So you're gonna cut out a wide shape around your bits, and then get in and cut out the little tiny bits. That way, because when they're close here, you're not worried about nicking something else to try and get precise cuts, okay? So I'm gonna take the scissors and I'm gonna come in here and I'm just gonna cut around the shape like this. Okay, so then you got this bit. Okay, then we're going to go over here, and this is her legs, right? So, and they're, well, these aren't labeled, but they, some of them are labeled as to what body parts they are.
And we'll talk to you next time. Hey everybody, did you know that in addition to doing these videos, I also do podcasts? That's right, I am your voice of choice on the Clock Shelves Entertainment Podcast Network. Available from Clock Shelves Entertainment. Of course, it's the way that I produce all of my stuff. We do all sorts of podcasts. I have a show called Paul and All, where I talk with my friends and family from all over the world about anything and everything. I do a show called Buffyverse and Converse, where we're going through the entirety of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, as well as spin-offs, comic books, all sorts of other stuff, some canon, some not, just to give you a full idea of the Buffyverse at large. We have done Wrestling Renegades, where we talk professional wrestling. We've also done Lost with Friends, where I've gone over every single episode of my favorite show, Lost with Friends, from all over the world have contributed to that show, as well as MCU and Me, going through the Marvel Cinematic Universe, the various pockets, if you will, including the films, the TV series, the then Netflix series, and more. We're going to get back to that one soon, I promise. But we do all of that via Clock Shelves Entertainment Podcast Network. You can check out in the description the links below. In the description below, the links for that. We're uploading the back catalog to YouTube right now. We have the shows on Apple Podcasts, Spotify. There's other places. And of course, if it's not on your favorite podcasting platform, let us know so we can make sure to get it there so you can enjoy all things Clock Shelves Entertainment. Crafting stories endlessly.
Now there are some bits that are really close here, so you kind of want to be really careful when you go through so you don't accidentally cut a chunk off of something that you're not supposed to.
The thin scissors might work better.
These are pretty good, but well, yeah, all right, we'll use the thin scissors because these scissors, the story behind them is kind of interesting. So once years ago, my mother and I took a class on paper cutting. There's I believe it's German paper cutting called Scherenschnitte, and it's really interesting, almost silhouette kind of cutting. And they give you these little tiny pointy scissors so you can get into the little tiny bits to make reasonable cuts. All right. Lovely.
Nope, right there, perfect. How close am I supposed to get to the line?
You're as close as you can. You try to not leave much white, if any. Okay. So were you surprised with the Buffy and the...
If you would have asked me in a million years, I would have never thought that you would have had these sorts of things.
Yeah, I figured out how to surprise you.
Okay, I'm probably going to need those little scissors at some point.
Okay. And the nice thing is they're printed on cardstock, so it's a little bit heavier paper. And if you accidentally make an oops, you can always go back and print it again.
So at this point, I decided very quickly we're going to speed through a little bit of the video just because, you know, you don't really want to see us cutting in real time because it was a lot of cutting out a lot of these white pieces. And we started switching back and forth between getting some of the stuff where I thought that she could get a little bit more intricate with the cuts. She thought I could get a little bit more intricate with the cuts, things like that. So you're going to see us switch back and forth between I have the Buffy head here real quick. I'm going to do the Mr. Pointy steak. I'm going to get the body piece as well and things like that. So we're going to switch back and forth here. And again, I did speed it up just a little bit to have this go a little bit quicker than it would have been. But we'll catch back up with us in just a moment here.
Like I said, with an X-Acto knife, this might be better because you could just lay it down and just cut around the edges with the X-Acto knife. You know, sometimes an X-Acto knife gives you much more precise cuts.
More exact, one might say.
Yes, more precise cuts. There's some really cool ones that are like almost on a ring and they pivot, so you can get in all the like little intricate places. There's a YouTube channel that I watch that the guy does a lot of Harry Potter stuff and like wizardry stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And he does a lot of cutouts, and he's got some really cool X-Acto knives that he works with.
So ultimately, this is what we're supposed to get. This is roughly what it's going to look like.
And this is the artist that created this Buffy one. There's different artists for each of them. But that's her information. Now I did get it from the QB Craft website, but they do credit the artists who create them, which I love.
When I was a kid, I wanted to learn to play the guitar so badly.
Hi, my name's Ryan Kratz, and while I may not be your voice of choice, I am a voice. I just wrote a song, and I would appreciate it if you checked it out. It's called Joke. It's live on Spotify, YouTube, Apple, Android, laptop, Walkmans, Discmans, iPods, anywhere where you listen to music, pretty much. I should have rehearsed this.
I'm pretty sure that life's a joke. I'm pretty sure that life's a joke.
Okay, so
So I'm going to show you what to do.
we each have an arm.
Right. So there's one more little bit that has to be, okay, there's a little slit needs to be made here, and I believe it's there. Okay, so see right here and there on yours?
No.
Okay, let me see. So,
P and Q.
yes.
Okay.
So you're gonna cut right here. And you're gonna cut right here. Oh no, the tab just came off because I cut too close to it. That was me. It's okay. It'll be fine. We'll fix it. We have the technology. When I cut the slit, I cut the slit too deep. And this is how easy it is to fix the fuses. So I cut the slit too deep on this one. Can you see it?
Yep.
On this one side right here,
Yep.
I cut the slit a little bit too deep. So we need to repair that. Cut those. So we're just going to take a little tiny piece of tape and fix it. We just have to be careful when we
Well, you get that end now.
put the tab in. Okay, here. Okay, so then see where all the dark lines are?
These?
Yes.
Yeah.
So first of all, you're going to fold your little tabs over, all the little tabs,
In, like, towards the back.
and towards, yes, towards the back. Okay.
Okay. So it should look like this now.
And this one too. Okay, and then
What's that?
Well, that's
K or well, I have K and L.
yeah. So
Both of them.
this one here, you're gonna fold
Oh.
down. Now you're gonna fold on the dark lines here for the hand, like for the arm. So that's gonna fold in.
So that's
Give it a good crease.
here.
And you're gonna fold the other side and give it a good crease.
And
You're gonna fold the hand up at the wrist. Well, not at the wrist because it's not a wrist, but right there. And then you're gonna fold the hand, this part of the hand, you're gonna
I
fold
don't
that.
have that part of the hand.
Okay, so that's this part here. You're gonna fold that part over. Because mine is making a fist and yours
I
is.
understand that. That's why I was
Yep.
trying to say to you, I don't have that part of the hand.
Okay, so you're just gonna
Okay,
fold
so
them all
in
down.
reality, it should look
It should
roughly
all
like this.
Fold up into a square now.
Okay.
Okay, once it folds up like that, then you're gonna start tucking tabs in. So,
So
like I said, this is the part where it gets fiddly and you almost wanna have an extra pair of hands to give you a hand.
because that wasn't a weird sentence.
So then what you have, I don't know if your hands are in the way, but so then you have this little shape that looks like this, and this is the arm. There's the hand, and I believe that this is the hand that is supposed to, that could hold Mr. Pointy. So we're gonna fold Mr. Pointy in half like this. And it could theoretically fit, oh, I know what it is. Those white lines could have been slit and Mr. Pointy would fit in, slide through there. But we're not gonna do that. We're just gonna leave Mr. Pointy alongside. How about that? Okay. There you go. You got it. Look at that. We got a hand. We got two hands. Okay, so now for the pants, there's a couple extra lines. So this is her legs, right? So this is a side. We're gonna fold on this. This is where you have to kind of look at the picture to see what it's gonna be. But you're gonna fold on this line. You're gonna make a rectangle at the bottom. All right, you're gonna fold this tab over and this tab over, and then when it folds around, this one tucks into that one, and those two little bits at the top are gonna stay up because they're gonna fit into the body. Remember where we cut the slits here on the
Yes.
body? That's where they're gonna fit. Right now we're just gonna put all the bits together, and then we're gonna assemble each section, and then we're gonna assemble the body. Okay, so now we have legs
Yes.
and arms, and
So now we're doing the same with this.
Same
is the,
thing,
the
you're gonna
body.
fold- yep.
So I'm gonna fold the tabs in, and then along each of these
each of the dark lines.
lines, I'm gonna fold over.
Now this one is going to be a little bit different because when I get to this part right here, I'm going to cut out the little bits for her hair where it's going to stick over the back,
Yeah.
because it's going to fold here and then the tab. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if you needed to, you could take, that's not why I have these here, but you could take something sturdy to use as an edge. You could use a ruler, you could use a card, and you could use that as the edge to fold over to give you a good, is that on camera?
Yeah.
Okay, so you could use that as your good edge to get a good straight fold.
Over there too, don't forget.
Yeah, I know. But so that way you can have a good solid edge. Yes, just make sure that you point them towards the front of the...
Yeah, they line up with what they're supposed to, but it's very...
it's a very tight fit, yep.
Yeah, and it's gonna wreck the paper.
So then just take your time and do it. If you need to, some of them I needed to unfold it a little bit to get it to go in. If it doesn't fit, take the scissors and maybe it needs to be cut a little bit more. Because sometimes the slits aren't quite deep enough. Just use them as regular scissors to cut it. Okay. This bit is a little fiddly because the hair sticks out a bit. See it? Where it curves out there?
Yeah. And so, I don't know if you guys can see, but it has the letters, so Q and P. That's how I'm knowing which thing to line up. And also because this is obviously the front of the body, so then the knuckles would obviously face the front here, but
Okay.
yeah, but after I finally got it in there, the whole hand came undone, so...
We'll just have to fix it, it'll be okay. And again, this is why some people choose to glue them, because then they can't come popped apart when you're trying to put them together. So then, like I said, all I did when I did it,
I did literally the same thing just now.
Yep. And then just. And so if you look on the thing, you can see where the shoes are in the front, but not in the back.
Well, again, those lined up by the letters.
Yes. Oh, see, there you go. That one didn't have letters for you. This part just had slits. And the problem is that these little flaps in the bottom are in the way when you're trying to feed these in. So maybe those are supposed to go in first. But it doesn't work that way when you try and put it together. There's one, and then put it in, and hold it down. Hold it down. Come on, don't pop it up. You know the difference between kids' toys and grown-up toys, right? The number of swear words it takes to put them together. Right?
Okay.
And there's that. Oops.
So it's the body right there is coming apart.
Right here.
Yeah.
It just needed a little bit better crease on the tab. This. Here.
Okay, so wait, let's see the head before you do
So
it.
there's the head, and it's got the hair in the back that hangs over the edge. She's actually even got 2 earrings in each ear, which is kind of cool. There you go.
So for a long time, people have wanted to know what would happen if Buffy met Dean Winchester. And now we can kind of know.
How about that? We turn them towards this camera too.
So, with the amount of time it took us to do this one, there's no reason that we couldn't do these others, but we don't necessarily want to take up too much of your time in this video. If you want us to do a particular one of these options, those being the Dharma Initiative, Marvin the Martian, or any of the particular 4 cartoon Beatles, or if you have another suggestion of a character or something for us to look up, anything like that, let us know down in the comments below. Now again, this is what it was supposed to end up looking like, and this is what we ended up with. So what do we think? How did we do? Let us know in the comments. As we said, we do a Buffy podcast as of this recording. We are about a 1/4 of the way through season 5 of Buffy, which is also respective to season 2 of Angel. Maybe we'll have to see if we can get an Angel one. That would
I
be,
was
or
looking, but I
Spike
didn't
maybe,
see
or
any.
something like that.
I didn't see any, but I'm going to keep looking.
But definitely let us know if that is a show that you like. For what it's worth, on that particular podcast, we have people who are super fans like us. We have some more casual fans, and we even have first-time viewers. So no matter what level you are of fan of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and if you watch it, you will be a fan. But no matter what level of fan you are, new, moderate, long time, super fan, whatever the case may be, we
have somebody who has at least an experience similar to yours as far as that goes. But it's a lot of fun. hearing the difference between people who've seen it over and over again and somebody who's watching it for the first time. And in a lot of our episodes, our first time viewer is a dad who is watching it, a dad of a teenager, and watching him watch the episodes where a teenage girl is out there fighting the monsters and all the things that she's going through between high school and college, and putting it in his perspective.
Yes, and that's the thing is they are, all of our people are of varying ages. We've had people who weren't even around when Buffy the series premiered. They're younger than the show itself. As well as some parents, grandparents, things like that. So definitely check that out. That's why we decided to go with the Buffy one here. But it's Buffyverse and Converse. You can find out more about that in some of the links below. Again, let us know what you think about this, what you'd like to see us do in the future, and let us know what types of videos are your favorites that we've been doing here on the channel. Is it crafting videos? Is it puzzling videos? Is it games videos? Is it travel videos? Is it filming locations videos? Would you like a mixture of more? Would you like to see more Ryan? Would you like to see more Tommy? Would you like to see a variety of other folks? Jake has appeared, Lisa has appeared, some other folks, friends, family, things like that. Let us know your thoughts down in the comments below. We have done this is season 2 of this video series here, where I basically turned my life into a reality show. So let us know down below what you want us. Let us know down below what you want us to show. There you go.
If you've gotten this far in the episode, notice that Paul is wearing a fall Stars Hollow shirt. So drop us a pumpkin so we know you made it this far in the episode.
Yep.
Okay.
Until next time, Ruth, Paul, and we'll talk to you next time. Normally, if it was the podcast, I'd say that is all, but that's not this podcast. But that is something else that I do. But yeah, let us know what you like us to show down below. Take care. Now we gotta go.